Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's Money Mondays at our spring and summer time, 8 p.m. every Monday night. This is the first of our series for May. We have a lot coming up for you guys in May, but this is going to be recorded tonight because there is going to be quite a bit of information, and some of it is late breaking. If you saw my email earlier, we have a really exciting new integration between Exits ad tools and Exits tools in general and WiseAgent. So this is the first and only CRM that will work with the Exit tools. So that is a huge integration. So I am going to be learning it right alongside with you, but I can't think of a better evening to talk about it because we're talking tonight all about digital ads. So I am going to jump right in. It is 8:01. I'm going to share my screen here and I have a presentation for you. And again, as always, this is being recorded. So I'm going to go ahead and present this slideshow to you. At the end, we will absolutely ask and have time to answer questions. So we are talking tonight about the Exit tools, ad tools, how to grow an audience beyond your natural database, because I'm already looking at some of the people on here, and some of you are newer. Some other of you have been around the business a while and maybe need to reconnect with your existing database. This session tonight is going to be kind of for everybody, no matter what part of the cycle of life in real estate you're in. But the late breaking part of this is now there's contact integration with the Exit tools and these digital strategies that I'm going to teach you tonight. I've been using some of these strategies for quite a while, for years, as a matter of fact. And then as the tools have grown and gotten better, I've continued to enhance my own lead generation with them. But there's always been a disconnect. And that disconnect has been when you're using an Exit tool. So for example, your digital presentations, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody for now. Don't be offended. I will go ahead and obviously love to take your questions later. And we have some new people on tonight too that are just joining Exit, and I think we were going to have some guests tonight too. But the disconnect's always been if you get a digital business card lead. So in other words, someone texts to get your digital business card. Maybe you've posted that to your social media. Maybe you've put a link to a property, the code from Exit, the expert marketing suite, to a property. You get the information for that person in terms of their phone number, but what do you do with it? And so tonight I want to show you several different things that I want you to do with it. I also want you, if you have not already, to download the Forewarn app. That's Forewarn. It is available free through both the Chicago Association of Realtors and the Main Street Organization of Realtors. I have it right in the coaching blog, what to do to get it for free from either one of our major associations. But going back to my basic point, the digital ad strategy has always been great. The expert marketing suite, the smart signs from Exit, all of that's been great, except once you got the lead, you had to go input it yourself into whatever CRM you were using. And so I've made comments to corporate many times about that. When we were on Market Leader, they knew that there was not enough technology support and developers at Market Leader. They didn't have the money or didn't want to spend the money to do that. So what we have decided was that we put some pressure on the right people. WiseAgent has been an amazing partner. They have that developer money to do the work. And so they did the work with Exit Corporate. So for now, everybody that signs up with WiseAgent, now we do have, I think, a guest or two that's not yet at our company or at our office, I should say. WiseAgent, you can go out and buy it on your own. It is not cheap. I pay for it for every single one of our agents at our office. We are the only Exit office to do that. But they have done this, seeing the power of WiseAgent, knowing that I think more people are going to be wanting this system. But for everybody at our office, you already have it. So if you sign up for WiseAgent, which again, you already are signed up. If you need help with that, we'll talk about that at the end. We're going to show you tonight how to do a personalized API key. Now, don't freak out yet, because that's technology. API, I can't even really tell you what that means, but I know that when you put that key in, it turns around and it syncs up the information from the exit tools and it puts it in your WiseAgent. So what does that do? No data entry. Hallelujah. Because I don't know about you, I'm running around ragged with people. I don't want to be sitting tied down to a desk. So look at all the different places this is going to now put the information directly into WiseAgent. So your smart signs, your website from Exit, your presentations, quick leads, if you're using the Exit Realty Connect app, I hope you are, your Exit Realty Connect app. Again, mobile business cards, all of that type of stuff, it's going to sync up now and go directly into WiseAgent. So this is huge, absolutely huge for you guys. I really want to encourage you to understand the value of this, because then obviously the minute it's in your WiseAgent, what can you do? Add them to a drip campaign. We've talked about drip campaigns. Some of you have been coaching with me directly about drip campaigns. It's huge. So that is going to be part of our presentation tonight, but I'm going to skip ahead a couple slides because you know I wouldn't do slides and not skip ahead and be ADD, guys. Skip ahead a couple slides to go back to what I thought I'd be teaching on alone tonight. And that is what in terms of digital ads. There's a huge amount of confusion. There's 3 different types of digital advertising. The first type is your traditional social media touches. So when I go on to social media, and I'm going to give you a quick example of this. If you go on my Instagram or any of my other social media, I am talking about listings. I'm encouraging people to sign up. I'm always trying to get people to lead capture. So if you look at, for example, this is that brand new beautiful listing that I've got. Notice that it says text E26759 to 85377. That's my text code. What's right with this? This gets all my natural audience, my organic followers, to see my post. But what about the people that don't follow me, that can't stand me, that unsubscribed? Well, guess what? There's a lot of people that all of us don't know. You know that, I know that. None of us know everybody. So what's what? You're going to do 2 things to grow beyond your natural organic audience, but they're very, very different in terms of philosophies. They are both tools from Exit. The first one is the Exit Ad Center. This is where if you need leads, and let me say this again, if you need leads, the Exit Ad Center will help you grow beyond your natural Facebook and Instagram audience and advertise your services or listings to strangers. Again, that's going to advertise your services or listings to strangers. The Exit Ad Center has lead capture built right in. A lot of you over the years have tried to, on your own, do a boost. And I used to teach all kinds of classes on boosts, on social media boosts. And here's what the problem was. Half the time, you didn't even have a Facebook business page set up. This bypasses all that. The other half the time, you couldn't figure out how to set up a lead capture landing page. By the way, PS, neither could I. So what the Exit Ad Center does is Facebook owns Instagram. Facebook owns Instagram. And they realized that realtors could not figure out how to spend money on their site. So being the wonderful folks they are over at Meta, which is the company that Facebook is calling itself now, they created an ad center portal. But what they did was they wanted to do it with a company that they could, it was just big enough and nationwide, but it wasn't so big that they couldn't track it and that they couldn't really work on it. So who did they pick? They picked Exit. So the Exit Ad Center won best in class from Facebook. It now works also with Google, so you can get onto Google with it as well. It is a huge platform that you don't have to spend a lot of money. I'll show you, you can spend as little as $50 to get lead capture and bring new leads into your CRM. So at lead capture, then you're going to take that information, you're going to build relationships. I want you to then add those people on social media. Guess what? WiseAgent, through the lead enhancement technique, automatically can do that for you. So all you need to do is say, okay, lead enhancement, and it'll say, okay, I found these people on this area, and I'll show you a little bit about that in a second. So if you don't have leads and you want more leads, the Exit Ad Center is for you. If you have leads, if you have listings, and your clients are asking you, where is my property going to be advertised? How many of us have heard that? Me. The nice thing is everybody knows print is pretty much dead. So we don't hear that anymore. But we hear is where's my property being advertised? Adworks takes that burden off you. And if you don't have a listing yet, but you're going out on listing appointments, you darn well better understand Adworks and be able to talk about it, because it is a huge natural advantage for you that other companies don't have, or that the agents don't know how to use if they do have it. So what does Adworks do? It gets your listings on big, major digital platforms. No one is reading, well, I shouldn't say no one. The vast majority of people are not getting USA Today anymore in print form. But guess what? They're getting USA Today online. They're going on CNN, ESPN, Fox, all that stuff. So Adworks takes your listings, and it also, by the way, has it has templates for buyers. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with it. I'll show it to you tonight. But that is a platform to get you not on social media and not necessarily a lot of leads. So I want to make sure you understand that Adworks, you can spend as little as $50 on Adworks as well. But Adworks is more to show your client, your listing, your seller, where their property is going, because it reports to the sellers in an incredibly vivid format. And you can do all of this stuff, both the Exit Ad Center and Adworks, right within the Exit Resource Center. So I am literally able to get, save, and retain listings longer because I'm using Adworks, and people are seeing where their property is, and they're going, wow, Nick's got it all over everywhere. And if it's not selling, that may mean I need a price reduction. So you've got 3 different, very specific techniques. Traditional social media, it's free 99. It's free. I love it. The Exit Ad Center, $50 or above if you want to spend more. Adworks, $50 or above if you want to spend more. But there is 3 different different approaches to going beyond. Well, 2 of them are going beyond your natural audience, but the third one, you can't deny that audience either. So we really have to work in at least one, which we talk about all the time, your natural organic audience. But if you are not actively growing that audience, your audience is actually shrinking, is what's happening. Some people are going off Facebook. Some people don't like Instagram anymore. Some people disconnect all social media. Some people pass away. It's a force of nature and a part of life that your social media and in general your whole database audience is actually shrinking if you're not working to grow it. So you have these 2 additional techniques that I wanted to show you tonight. So let's go back though to I think what's most exciting about all this. I think the big way to really grow this social media audience and your database, because it's not just about social media, it's your database in general. This is brand new this evening. So what do we do? So the Resource Center, the Exit Resource Center, this is your baby in general with Exit. Now, I don't really talk as much as I should about the Exit Resource Center because guess what? I'm working in all the other extra tools that we give you. But Exit Corporate gives you amazing basic stuff that now suddenly is really playing well as of tonight with Exit Strategies Project X Skin on top of it. So let's go into the Resource Center. If you are, I'm just looking on here, and I bet you there are people that are not new that still are not really utilizing all the tools that are in the Resource Center. So I'm sharing my screen, of course. I'm going to make this a little bigger. If you ever need anything in terms of quick links, you should check out Quick Links. That is stuff from corporate, but look what's down at the bottom. Our toolkit, that's from me. That's Project X tutorials. This one will be added tonight. WiseAgent CRM sign up. Oh my, the sign in for WiseAgent. Zenlist, those are our office tools. So I've added those quick links there, and there are more coming because there's always another tool I've got up my sleeve for you. But tonight, corporate did the work for me. So What are they saying? They're saying, go to the resource center and access the WiseAgent settings page in the resource center. RC stands for resource center. That is corporate lingo. So you go into settings and preferences. If you've never been here before, I am so glad I got to show this to you tonight. Let me shrink everybody down a little bit so I can get the rest of this menu. And there's all different kinds of stuff right there. Your website, the beautiful exit websites are right there. There's some really cool stuff on there. But right now we're going to go to settings and preferences, just like the instructions say. And look what popped up just 2 hours ago. WiseAgent settings. Isn't that mind-blowing? That, guys, that is us. So if you click on WiseAgent settings, and it's going to ask your agent API key. Again, I don't know what API means. So how do you get your API key? Even though we don't know what it means, let me show it to you. Let me scroll back. So let's go into WiseAgent. And then let's click on integrations and settings. API keys. See right up here at the top? API keys. And see right here where it says API key? We're going to click on the little copy button. And then now we're going to go into the WiseAgent settings and paste that API key. There it is. That's good. So simple. So now what will happen? Moving forward, and I see a question, I'm going to look in a second. Moving forward, when you get a digital business card lead, when you get anything off your website from Exit, anything like that, that lead will then go into WiseAgent. And where will it go? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I actually have a screenshot of this. So then this is just, again, reminding you that's what it looks like after you add it. In the WiseAgent system, their contacts are going to show, your contacts are going to show up in your WiseAgent under contact. Now you're going to then obviously group them. You're going to group them, and we'll work on grouping and setting up drip campaigns, because I have some ideas for you on that, because there's going to be different ways the leads come in terms of where they're coming from, what they want. So we're going to create some different drip campaigns over time. But for tonight, all I want you to do is get that API key added to your exit preferences, settings and preferences right there. So once you've got that done, everything's going to sync up. So this is huge, 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 huge. So let's think about it now. What does WiseAgent now sync up with? Dot loop. It syncs up with your Google contacts. It syncs up with, which means it also syncs up with your phone because it connects to your Google contacts. All these different programs that are in there, it syncs up with, what's our favorite CMA? Cloud CMA. Cloud CMA. That is a whole nother class. It's going to blow your mind. You're going to be able to send out cloud CMAs automatically to all your past clients, to potential listings, even though obviously you want to do a good job of doing a custom CMA, it does automatic general neighborhood CMAs like no other. So this is huge. All right, let's get into, though, does anyone have any questions on this brand new integration with all the different exit tools? Will this go into Market Leader? No. WiseAgent? Nope. Market Leader, get out of there, guys. We're going to talk about getting you guys out of Market Leader. It's time to go. This is what Market Leader is, a dying product. God, I'm going to put this on the I'm gonna put this on YouTube so everyone's gonna hear this. I don't like that product anymore. That is why we've upgraded to WiseAgent. It's a much more expensive product. It is a much better product. Market Leader doesn't have blast text. So today I sat there and blast texted some clients of mine, some VIPs, to remind them of the Buy Kettle bike ride tomorrow. So I'm in a hoodie tonight because I was hauling bottles of water and groceries in. So you guys have snacks tomorrow for that bike ride. I'm super pumped about that kind of stuff. You have to be able to have a text message marketing campaign now. You can't just rely on email. If you want your newsletter in Spanish, doesn't do it in Market Leader, doesn't sync up to Cloud CMA. Trust me, it doesn't lead enhancement, doesn't do any lead enhancement. All of this is stuff that works only in WiseAgent. So to answer Heather's question in a nutshell, no, this will not be a Market Leader. Exit Corporate, I'm sure, would love to sync up to Market Leader and that CRM. They don't have the money. They don't have the money at Market Leader. They're not spending the money on doing these API integrations. That's not a smart enough product. So please, 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 guys, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have a couple sessions live and on Zoom reminding you how to sync up your contacts if you're still in Market Leader to Google Contacts so you can get them out. So they'll be all synced up to Google Contacts, and then you can disconnect Market Leader and you'll be in WiseAgent in 20 minutes. So don't freak out, but this is exactly what we're talking about tonight with digital ads and syncing everything up with all of the other tools of Exit. You've got to get over into WiseAgent. So good question. Let's see. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. All right. Now let's go into what I want to show you from the Exit Resource Center as far as digital ads. So if you go into Home in the Resource Center, there's two different spots you're going to be. So if you click on Exitize Me, there's the Exit Ad Center. That's where we're going to, if we want to have lead capture, if we want to advertise our listings, but get leads for ourselves, or if we want to advertise a buyer seminar or anything like that, you're going to go in the Exit Ad Center. The second spot is My Adworks. That's Adworks. So let me click on Adworks first because it's the easier one for me to show you. Adworks is, again, as we said in the slides, Adworks is a great tool for you to list your properties on all these major websites that you'd never get on otherwise. How do you explain Adworks to a consumer? Very simple. Go into My Account, click on Account Settings, and see down here where it says Marketing Pitch Deck. You can download your custom PDF. This is actually, I've shown you this before. I added this for myself to Cloud CMA because you can add your different various great things about you. This is wonderful for a drip campaign. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. So it says your property will get powerful digital marketing. Your home advertised to local home buyers. So what it is when these local home buyers go on different websites and they type in a zip code or they're looking for certain criteria, it then puts a cookie. I don't really know how that works, but it's called a cookie. We like cookies, right? So the cookies then follow them as they go to the New York Times. Because remember, people are on New York Times. They're just not printing it anymore. ESPN, CNN, YouTube, Forbes. Can you advertise on Forbes independently? I don't think you can. I can't figure out how to do it. I certainly can't afford it independently. But look at that. And then it's going to send them a daily email saying, here, look at this. And I'm going to try to blow this up a little bit for us. It will say, yesterday you're home. And I send this to my clients every day. And it's automatic. Once you set it up, you can set it and forget it. So Adworks says this out to them, and it's like total ad views, total clicks. So for example, if I go into my account and look at my campaigns, right now you'll see I've got a few campaigns going. I'm putting them on every single one of my listings. And you can play another day into what you want to do with your sphere, So if you want to do things to your sphere that is not a listing. So if you are newer or you don't have a listing yet, it's okay. You can still spend money with Adworks. They'll take your money however you want. But I love this for listings. So look at this right here. 3356 North Greenview, just listed. That's the day it started. Notice that it is not, I don't have my client's email on there. Shame on me. Here is Rob Parker, my client. That property is now under contract. Hallelujah. That just listed. So if you look at this, you can change and customize anything you want on this. 28,000 views, 28,000 views, and all over everywhere. So that really was a powerful thing. It kept him happy. If you have a client that's asking where this is going, it literally sits there and tells them it's on CNN and here's the proof, and it sends them a screenshot of where it was that day. And it's smart. It rotates where it's sending them. So if your client doesn't like CNN, it's going to send them Fox another day or ESPN or whatever. So it's a brilliant product, really meant to satisfy the client more than get you leads. If you want ads for your sphere, you can start a campaign and you can actually create an audience of people that you have in what? Your database. So you can create an ad campaign for that. But I have something a little bit more, I think, direct in terms of getting leads, and that is not focused on seller reports. So this is the best tool for seller reports, Adworks. Okay, if you're not using it, I highly recommend you do if you are already listing property. If you're not yet listing property, click on My Account, go into account settings, and download that marketing pitch PDF. All right. So let's get back into the Advertise Me area. And the other thing I want to cover, remember, we're only talking about 2 topics because social media, I don't feel like I need to coach you on tonight. We can do that another night though. Exit Ad Center. This is my other favorite thing right now from Exit. It is actually pretty easy to use once you get used to it. Nothing feels amazingly easy at the beginning, but the great thing is both Adworks and the Exit Ad Center feed your leads. They feed your leads. I have it set up so that every single one of your listings feeds into both. I know some Exit offices, if you're not at our office, and some of them haven't figured out how to connect the MLS feed, no comment. But we have all that set up for you. And so if you want to automate, by the way, if you're sitting there going, I don't have time to do this, you can set it once and forget it. So see where I had Exit automations? That's where you can set it up to literally every time you get a new listing, it will send the ad out for you. And you can limit it. So for example, I'm not advertising parking spaces, but because I have one listed, but anything greater than 100,000, I'm going to do that ad for. And then what's going to happen? It's then going to send me the leads. So if you notice, there's a lot of leads in here. You'll notice that mine actually only go back to 2020. Do you know why that is? Because I send my leads to Op City. It's called the Broker Accelerator Program. So I send mine personally to Op City. So then they will send them back out to you guys. So I'm spending money on my stuff to generate more leads for you guys. The rest of you don't do that. There's no way to do that because it's only for the broker. You want to nurture these leads yourself. So once you set up the API key, like I showed you with WiseAgent, these leads moving forward will come in to WiseAgent for you. I'm not going to do it personally because I want these leads to keep going to Op City so you get more leads. But for you guys, what a gift that you can do that. And it's automated if you want to on your listings. Now, some of you guys don't have a lot of listings yet or no listings. That's okay. Because do you know what? When the Ad Center debuted, I did a session on it. I was for the brokers, and I said, this is what I'm using it for. Here's how I'm using it. And I said, but I have one problem with it. What about my agents that don't have listings? And they said, we'll work on it. So now you can go in and you can create a listing. So in other words, borrow the listing from another exit agent, get the pictures, and you can actually go in here and you can create an ad that doesn't have to be your listing with the permission of the other agent. So you can see you've got Google promotions, you've got stuff about Facebook video ads. Wouldn't this be great if I went in here and that YouTube video? So some of you guys are doing videos. Wouldn't that be cool if you had that video blasted to not only your natural database, but strangers? Could you imagine what your new audience would look like if you're doing video? Doesn't have to be video. Does not have to be video, but wouldn't that be cool? So you have all different kinds of options to generate leads. It is lead capture. And one more thing to note, a big disconnect with a lot of agents is that they don't want to set up a Facebook business page. You don't have to. See where it says Exit Realty, the agent experience? That is automatically done for you. So you don't have to build a Facebook page that no one's going to look at, because remember, your organic audience is on your agent, not on your agent page. They're on your regular social media. They're on your regular profiles. I have 4,900 something Facebook friends. I have less than 500 people on my Facebook business page. You know why? My friends don't want to be sold. They don't want to see that stuff. But they're going to sit there and look at my stuff on my regular page. How do I go beyond those folks? Blast them out to strangers and build an advanced sphere. As these contacts come in, what's going to happen? They're going to go into your WiseAgent now once you set up this integration. And then in WiseAgent, you're going to sit there, and what you're going to do? You're going to add these people on your social media. So watch, here's Caitlin. And she's already gotten an automated text from me. I showed you how to do that another time, and I'll show it to you again soon if you'd like. If you, though, click on lead enhancement, look what it pops up. Lead enhancement. I paid for every single one of you to have unlimited lead enhancement. Click on her LinkedIn, and she's already connected with me because we already did this exercise, me and one of you. But this is huge for you. When you get a lead in from anywhere, you should be adding them on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the most powerful place to add them. And everything else on the drip campaigns we can cover another time. But this is such a huge feature for you. So if you're going to spend money in the marketing, if you're going to spend money in the Exit Ad Center or anywhere else, good Lord, please, please follow up with the leads. But we've made it so much easier for you as of 2 hours ago, because now those leads feed into your WiseAgent. One caveat to that, these leads are only the new ones. So any old lead that was already in your exit leads, that lead is not going to transfer over. You would need to export those old leads. So let me say that again, the old leads. So some of us that have been around a while, we've been doing this a while, we got old leads. Those will not transfer over. You need to export them manually. But moving forward as of today, why not immediately tonight when you get off this webinar? I've got it recorded. I have these slides here, and I'm going to go through these slides slowly for you. So there's the leads. There's that screenshot of the WiseAgent settings, where to go in the Exit Resource Center on exitrealty.com. And then the API key, I showed you where to get that. You go into integrations and then settings and API keys right down here. Don't add another one. Don't touch it. Just copy it. And then you're going to put that in right in where we were before. And then at that point, Once that says that little thing, it confirms that key. Then moving forward, you will get those leads when they come into your website, your business card, the smart signs, anything like that. They will go into your WiseAgent. A caveat to that. So this little cute little screenshot I did right here, let me blow this up. There's one thing on here that notice it says lead/text. When someone text messages for your business card, you know, when I say text Libert to 85377 and they text it, it comes in with a cell phone number. It doesn't come in with an email, because that's not that form. The text function doesn't do that. But what do you have? You have forewarn. You have forewarn. So I'm going to go into the coaching blog for a second. And I do see that there's a question, and I'll get to you in just a moment. If I go into the coaching blog and I click on forewarn, so search for forewarn, FOREWARN. It's going to tell you how to get into forewarn. So you click on right here. A great asset to use when trying to verify homeowner information is forewarn. I have the link on how to do it from CAR, and I have the link on how to do it from More. What you do then is when you put in their cell phone number on forewarn, it's going to give you a good amount of information in most cases on who the heck that person is. And then what can you do? You're going to add their real name. You're going to edit that contact in WiseAgent to add their real name, see if we can get an email address, and guess what's starting to happen? We're going to start to work and build that relationship, those relationship orbits, as I call them in some of my past trainings. So that, my friends, is what I wanted to show you tonight. What questions do you guys, Derry and I agree. By the way, I'm looking forward to our coaching session this week. What questions do you guys have? I know that was a lot of content for 40 minutes.
Hey, Nick, it's Heather. I have a quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is WiseAgent working on doing the automated, like the monthly newsletters?
Well, WiseAgent's always had those newsletters.
Yeah, I know, but we have to send them out though directly, don't we? We don't, like, before Market Leader would just do it, you know, the 10th of the month or whatever it was.
So WiseAgent, the only difference is, number one, it's a better newsletter, but it allows you to set the date. You to set the date on when it goes out. You press the button. It sends out automatically to whoever you put on that campaign, just like Market Leader did. The only thing is it's not forcing us to do it on the 10th. If you would like, and I'm kind of down for this, because I feel like if we don't set a date, we might not ever get our newsletters out. Some of us, myself.
Yes, I forget. I'm not gonna lie.
I think so. I'm kind of getting that vibe from a lot of people. So what I'll do is I will, again, here's the beauty of it. Unlike Market Leader that had no money to do any more development, they're probably going to sue me for all this stuff, because I'm totally going to post this video. I just am so unimpressed with their lack of innovation at this point. WiseAgent has the money that if we want to tell them it's going to go out on the 10th of the month, which, remember, I kind of gear all the events to the end of the month. So I will talk with Eleni, the COO that many of you know already. She's amazing. I'm going to talk to her this evening, let her know that we had this great session, but that newsletter, the fact that it's going out when you set it to go out is a little bit of an accountability issue for a lot of us. So you are not alone, and I appreciate the feedback. And we will get that date set for you guys. And obviously, I think it's time to do a training on the WiseAgent newsletter, because even though some of you have gotten it from me, we've not done a training on it because I thought it was simple. There's a video. I just had the video up. We're going to do a live training on it, and we'll get Eleni to do that with us. So thank you for that feedback. Any other questions this evening? Or are you guys just going to go straight to your WiseAgent and your Exit Realty Resource Center and do the API key? How many people are going to do that? Raise your hand. Oh, wait, you're not on my screen. Please, guys, go do that. Go do that tonight. Any
Hey, Nick.
questions?
Hey, Nick, this is Darian. I do have a quick question.
Yes, sir. Darren, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I just had a phone call come in. I forgot to go do not disturb. A couple of steps ago, you showed us something with a PDF. It was through account settings or something like that. Can you go over that step again?
Yep, absolutely. So in Adworks, because remember, this PDF is meant to be given to consumers. It could be great on a drip campaign. There's also, by the way, a really cool video from Adworks explaining the product. It's not branded to you, but it's cute. But if you that's in the dashboard as well. If you go into account settings, so again, my account settings, and then see where it says right at the bottom, marketing pitch deck.
Yep, got it.
There you go, sir.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else before I release you into the wild? This has been recorded. Going once, going twice. I am so pumped, guys. There's so much more to come that I can't share yet from corporate, but I've been bothering them, and they're excited. They're pretending to be excited. I think they can't stand me, but I don't care. We're going to do so many cool things together with technology and with human contact. I will see some of you hopefully tomorrow morning at Buy Kettle, right down the street from the Cottage Grove office. Have a good night.